Hello folks, my YouTube family. I'm sitting here in the basement. My trailer's right out the door here, out there. So I'm getting ready to go camping, but I'm going through the usual preliminary walk around, and you know, my trailer has gone over 40,000 miles on the road, and it's gone over 300 camping trips. I was just looking at that on my log. And I've got things like this that have to be repaired. And so this is the part of owning a trailer and getting out there and really having to take care of it that I don't like. Of course, I like paying people to do it even less. So I'm going to put on a new plug on the end of this. And this isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with the... look at that. There's nothing wrong with the insulation on the wires. It's just the covering, the coat, the overcoat or whatever it's called, the shielding that has come loose from the plug. And so I'm going to put a new one on. This is from Amazon. And of course, these will be on my webpage if you ever decide you want to do this. I want to talk to you about something else as I sit here on a little stool like Buddha, with my gut hanging out, go camping. I'm running out of money for a lot of stuff. I don't know if you saw my last video in the vineyard. My camera has gotten so dirty, and it's dirty on the inside of the lenses. I can't get it clean. I can't blow it out. I can't do anything about it. So I'm going to have to buy a new camera. And I'm still playing with the truck and putting some new stuff on that. So I'm kind of running out of money. And I see a lot of other people on YouTube doing this, and I thought maybe this would be something that you guys would like. And I'm not begging for money or anything like that. I can get the money eventually. It's just going to take a while. But I made some stickers. These are like bumper stickers. If you're interested in a going nowhere fast sticker, I'm going to ask for $5 for one of these, and all you got to do is I'll put my address below, put a $5 bill in an envelope with your address, and one of these will come back to you. Hopefully that'll help me get a new camera and get some equipment together that make the videos a little better. But and it of course will advertise my page. It does have my YouTube address underneath it, so if anybody really wants to know, they can write down that it's YouTube /Ricks41 @ and hopefully I might even get my channel up. Let me get working on this plug, and I'll show you how I do this, how easy this is to do. This thing comes with instructions that tells you what the normal wiring is for the prongs and stuff. And I know that I bought this before. In fact, the other end is, you know, that goes in the trailer, comes from the same company, so I know they're the same wiring. And you know, if you don't have one of these, I always encourage people to buy one of these. This is a surge protector power buffer. You can buy surge protectors for $35, $40, $50, and they're pretty good. Now, they'll keep a major surge from starting a fire in your camper, but this actually protects all your electronics. And you know, what's not electronic these days? It's your microwave, your refrigerator, your furnace, everything is electronic these days. So even your battery charger converter is all electronic. So if you get a high voltage or a low voltage, just minor high voltage or low voltage, you're real liable to burn out a lot of electronics. And I've seen people that don't use them, and they complain that their refrigerators fail or their microwaves don't last or things like that. And I say, how can you blame that on the equipment if you don't have a surge protector? So that's where I go with that. Now, for those of you who don't know me, who may be new, I'm lazy and fat. And so when I take this apart, I use a drill. Oops, losing a screw there. Lose the other screw there. All right. So now that comes right apart. And I gotta put the screws, I won't lose them, but that's all you got inside is three terminals, and they actually come out, so you can put them on the wires and then put them back in. We can put these on the wires without any problem and then just stuff them back in the thing. So that's what we're going to do. And we got some wire cutters here to cut this off the old thing. And I think, by the way, make sure you're not plugged in when you're doing this. This would be a bad idea to do this while it was plugged in. You need big wire cutters for this. That's the only lucky thing I've got, big wire cutters. And then now I've cut the plug off. Here's the old one, and it's pretty beat up. You know, if you look at it, it's pretty bent up. It's never been used by me, anyways, on anything but that power thing. It's been plugged into that power conditioner from day one. And now we need a utility knife to cut this sheath down a little bit. So let me go get one of those. I forgot to get that. Yeah, I couldn't find my utility knife, so I have a lot of these 1-inch razor blades. And what we're going to do with this is we're just going to go down about 4 inches and just roll this around the outside edge. Just try to cut that out. You do the same thing with a utility knife. Now I've got it cut all the way through on the bottom. You can see that crack. And now that could just slide right off. And I'll just slide it off. And there we go. I've got a neat little hole there, and I can give that to somebody to play with. And then this paper stuff, you just cut that off. Again, I'm using the 1-inch razor blade carefully, very carefully. I do not recommend this, by the way. This is, I would get somebody at work very in trouble if they were doing this. It was easier to cut it with the wire cutters than to use the razor blade. And you know what? Now, so you got 3 wires. The green one, of course, is the ground wire. That goes to the little green screw. And on RV, the black wire is usually the power wire, and the white wire is usually the neutral wire. So now we're gonna, you could do the same thing with about a 1/2 inch on these to strip them. I did go out and buy a stripper. These are so cool. They handle almost any size wire. You put them in here. You just put the wire in here and you strip it, and it just strips it out just like that. And it's so nice. It's nothing else to do. Let me show you how it works. See, I gotta turn it around so you can see it. You put the wire in there like that and just squeeze it. And poof, it's stripped. Isn't that cool? This has a black screw on it, so that goes to the black wire. Isn't that cool? I'll show you again. See, this goes, that moves up like that. See how that is? And the wire goes through that little tunnel there, and then that comes down and locks it in there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Black wire, see, it's got a little covering, and the black wire goes in there. I can't see this on the screen because it keeps pushing this box, and you see that? It's in there nice and tight, but it sticks out quite a bit. So I'm going to trim that out of there, because that ain't going to go anywhere. and I don't need all that extra. So I'm just going to trim the edge, the end. So I've got everything on there. All the prongs and the terminals are on there. Looks pretty cute, doesn't it? And it took a little bit. I had to pound that on the ground a little bit to get that to come out of the socket, out of the cover. But now we just push them back in. And they're on the inside, right inside the cover, it says W for white, B for black, and G for green. So you don't even have to worry about messing that up. And we're just going to push them back, put those back in there and push them in, and they'll be where we want them. There. So we got them in. Now you just got to push them down all the way so they're sticking out like they're supposed to. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you've got the shield up inside there. And you can see I only cut off 2 inches. And this is the little piece that goes on here. And this will be screwed down to keep that bugger in there forever. If I can find the screws. That'll tighten down. That'll tighten down. You can see the crack gets smaller and smaller as we tighten it down. And that's all you can do is tighten it down to where the crack disappears. And that pinches that wire in there pretty good. So that wire is now in there forever. Doesn't hurt the ground will stick out a little more than the blades. That's true on all these plugs. That's normal. So all we got to do now is stick the back on and put the screws in the front. And there's a beautiful, highly good drill or plug. So don't be afraid of electricity. It's just like water. It's just like plumbing, especially when it's not plugged in. You can get it all together just fine. And I will plug this back into my unit here, and we'll be ready to go camping for electricity. Alright folks, thanks for watching. I hope this might have helped you a little bit. Feel free to check my website out for neat little accessories that'll make camping more fun, more easier to live with. And as I said, if you're interested in supporting the channel and showing your support for the channel, feel free to get one of these stickers. I'm going to come out with some more stickers, but right now I could only afford these. If I sell these for $5, I'll be making $2.50 on them. They're really nice. They're vinyl. They will last a long time, and they also won't fall apart in the rain and leave your bumper all ugly and sticky. These will come off again. I had these on my windows and I did try them, and they're vinyl, so they do peel right back off when you want to. They won't just fall off. $5 bill in an envelope. Wrap it up in a piece of paper if you're worried about the mailman stealing the $5, but send it to me, and I will put a thing that says I want the Going Nowhere Fast sticker and your name and address, and I will send you that sticker. I'm probably going to be doing them every week, so it might take a week to get to you, but thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Buy the sticker, and we'll see you on the road. Going camping this weekend. Bye-bye.